Right, so this is wet into wet blending. So I have moistened both of these filbert brushes, but I'm going to use them together to blend the paint in. I'm going to start with a medium colour, but there's no real rules about this. Each of my colours is going to add a bit of flow improver too. I'm going to put it in a handy spray bottle. Then a bit of acrylic retarder, which again could go in a spray bottle. I might try that. So that's going to keep the paint wetter for longer. So mixing up a slightly deeper colour than I've used for my colour block. Just sort of want to apply the colour. Where I want to blend it first. And I'm going for this nice sort of lilac colour that you can see down the bottom of the vase, really strange on an orange vase. Now I can start blending. So less pressure when you're blending the two colours in. It's difficult to see in the light, isn't it? You've got to put enough paint on. I think that's a lot. I've noticed that a lot with your paintings today. I think there's enough paint on in places.
So is the idea to get rid of the brush strokes in blending?
Not completely, but to blend it in, you don't want too much of a contrast between each colour. So, in effect, the brush strokes do get blended in as you're going. So you see less texture. But that, again, depends on what you're trying to describe, because this is a very reflective object. Then it would have less texture. So I would describe it with less brush strokes. I think it's always nice to see some brush strokes because, after all, it is a painting and not a photograph.
But some of the little masters, you can't see brush strokes at all, can you? Sort of?
No, not unless you go perhaps up very close.
Like Dobby and all that one. They're just really angry.
But remember, what they were trying to achieve was almost a photographic, a representation of reality. So, right, so a bit more colour here. Until the camera came along, maybe.
Yeah.
So I'm layering up these colours and trying to blend them in as I go, so each one sort of works with the next. So as I blend two colours into each other, it's the softer brush strokes. Still feeling the form of the object though, because I want to describe the 3D look of that particular object. So because it's nice and wet, it's blendable for longer.
You've got to know which colours actually don't combine to make mud, don't you? I thought at one point with your blue and your orange it was going to turn up more as a massive brown, but it hasn't done that, so.
Yes, I suppose you do, and that's quite an intuitive thing. As you go, you realise that some colours are going to not blend with each other. Especially if they are opposite on the colour wheel, they tend to make a muddy colour. Oh, that's my darker one. See, I make mistakes. Sometimes. But if you work lightly with this blending technique, you'll see that actually you do reduce that muddiness as well. If you start with a good base colour as well, that really helps to, because it does shine through, really helps to give it nice clarity. I think we can go darker with this deeper colour here. And then add some of the highlights in. If I've got too much paint on the brush, I'll get rid of that and dry it. So you can put lots of paint on here, but if you have too much paint on the brush, it will start to get mucky. So again, it's good housekeeping, isn't it, for your brushes? I haven't really got the colour to do that part of the vase, so I'm going to do it dark. Oh, too much acrylic retarder on that. For something like fiddly like this, you might go in for, I don't know, a smaller brush. So that sort of gives you the idea of how you would approach wet into wet blending. So you're using lots of different colours, you're using them wet, but with softer brush strokes, so you get that nice blend. So you're putting it on with more pressure, and as you're blending one colour into another, less pressure, feathery, light pressure. I was holding the brush closer to the point, so I've got a bit more control, but I've got much less pressure. That's wet into wet.